Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Success Resources channel. I'm Nicholas.
And I'm Amy.
Excited to be diving into another fascinating topic today.
Always ready for a deep dive.
Now, for those just joining us, Success Resources is a global education company
That's right.
all about empowering individuals
Absolutely.
to achieve financial success.
Yeah,
We host incredible events
we do.
featuring world-renowned speakers.
That's right.
Think Bill Clinton,
Yeah.
Robert
The
Kiyosaki,
Harv Eker.
even Donald Trump.
You know it?
We're actually bringing Robert Kiyosaki back
Yes.
in 2025
In 2025.
for the National Achievers Congress. Make the world rich again.
Make the world rich again.
He'll be live in both South Africa and Singapore, folks.
Yes, he will.
That's right. The Singapore event is happening on August 23rd and 24th at the stunning Marina Bay Sands.
Beautiful Marina Bay Sands.
Trust me,
Oh, yeah.
you won't want to miss this. We've got the link for more info down in the description box below.
Oh.
Now, today, we're taking inspiration from Kiyosaki's work to explore a concept that's absolutely crucial for anyone on the path to financial success.
Right.
The difference between a rich mindset and a poor mindset.
Yes.
Have you ever noticed how some people just seem to effortlessly attract wealth,
Mm-hmm.
while others struggle despite their best efforts?
It's a question that has intrigued people for ages.
Absolute.
And what's fascinating is that it's not just about how much money you have in the bank.
Right.
It's about your fundamental mindset
Okay,
towards money and opportunity.
so let's unpack this.
Okay,
What are the core differences
let's do it.
that set these two mindsets apart?
Well, let's start with how each mindset perceives challenges.
Okay.
Imagine a business deal falls through, or maybe an unexpected expense pops up.
Right.
Someone with a rich mindset sees this as a chance to learn and grow.
Okay.
They ask themselves,
Yeah.
what can I take away from this experience? How can I pivot and adapt to become even stronger? They view setbacks as temporary hurdles, not insurmountable roadblocks.
What's like that classic saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Right.
But not everyone sees it that way.
Exactly. Someone with a poor mindset might view that same challenge as a sign of defeat.
Oh,
They might get discouraged, blame circumstances, and ultimately give up.
right.
Instead of focusing on solutions, they dwell on the problem.
That makes a lot of sense. And it's not about being unrealistically positive all the time, right?
Right.
It's more about that proactive approach
Yes.
to problem solving.
Exactly.
Do you think that ties into the next key difference, which is all about investing versus spending?
Absolutely. It's about how you view and manage your money.
Okay.
Someone with a rich mindset prioritizes investing. They're putting their money to work for them, generating more wealth over time.
Right.
They're thinking about building a solid financial foundation.
They're not afraid to delay gratification
Uh-huh.
and play the long game, right?
Exactly. It's about building a secure future. Now, someone with a poor mindset might be more focused on immediate satisfaction.
Right.
They might prioritize spending on things they want right now rather than investing for the future.
Now, I know some people might think, hey, enjoying your money is important too.
Sure.
But isn't this more about finding a balance, having a plan, and recognizing that sometimes delaying gratification can lead to much greater rewards down the line?
You hit the nail on the head, Nicholas. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about making conscious choices that align with your long-term goals.
Okay.
And this segues beautifully into another key difference.
All right.
Continuous learning versus stagnation.
Okay.
Someone with a rich mindset understands that education doesn't stop after you graduate.
Right.
They're always seeking to expand their knowledge and skill set, whether it's reading books, attending seminars, or connecting with mentors.
They're like knowledge sponges,
Yes.
constantly absorbing new information, using it to their advantage.
Exactly.
But what about those who might resist new information? Is that a sign of a poor mindset?
It can be. Think about it in today's rapidly changing world, especially in the financial landscape. Being open to new ideas and constantly learning is crucial.
Yeah.
Someone with a poor mindset might think they already know enough,
Right.
or that personal growth isn't necessary.
That can be a dangerous trap, can't it?
It can,
It's like saying, I'm done learning. I know everything I need to know.
right?
But the world is constantly evolving, and we have to evolve with it,
We do.
especially when it comes to our finances.
Precisely. There's always more to learn, and the more you know, the more empowered you become to make smart financial decisions.
Okay, I'm really starting to see how these mindsets play out in real life.
Yeah.
So what's the next key difference?
Let's talk about responsibility.
Okay.
Someone with a rich mindset takes full ownership of their financial choices, both the good and the bad.
Right.
They understand that their decisions have consequences,
Okay.
and they don't shy away from that.
They're not playing the blame game, right?
Right.
They own their successes and their failures.
Exactly. But someone with a poor mindset might be quicker to blame external factors for their financial situation.
Right.
They might point fingers at the economy, the government, or even their upbringing.
It's like they're giving away their power to change their circumstances.
Exactly.
But taking responsibility is crucial for actually creating change right.
You got it, Nicholas. Taking responsibility empowers you to take action and make different choices. Now, this leads us to another fascinating difference.
Okay.
Long-term vision versus short-term thinking.
Right.
Someone with a rich mindset is thinking even decades ahead.
They're playing chess, not checkers.
Exactly. They're setting long-term financial goals, whether it's early retirement, building a legacy for their family, or achieving financial freedom to pursue their passions.
Mm-hmm.
And they're consistently working towards those goals, making choices that align with that bigger picture.
Right.
They're not just focused on next month's bills. They're strategizing for a future where they have true financial freedom. Yeah, they're strategizing for that future
Yeah.
where they have true financial freedom.
It's like they're building a solid, well-structured house
Right.
instead of just trying to patch up a leaky roof, right?
That's a great analogy, but someone with a poor mindset often gets caught in that cycle of short-term thinking,
Yeah.
constantly putting out fires,
Right.
never quite getting ahead.
Yeah.
They might struggle to save, to plan for the future,
Mm.
or even to see a path towards financial security.
That makes me think of that famous quote about the difference between being rich and being wealthy.
Yeah.
Someone once said, being rich is about what you have, but being wealthy is about what you can afford to lose.
Yes.
It really speaks to that long-term vision, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's about building a foundation that can withstand the inevitable storms of life.
Right.
And speaking of building a strong foundation, this brings us to our final key difference.
Okay.
Networking versus isolation. Someone with a rich mindset understands the power of connections. They
Huh.
actively surround themselves with other successful individuals, people who inspire them, challenge them,
Right.
and offer valuable insights.
They're not afraid to reach out, build relationships, and learn from those who have already achieved what they aspire to. But some people are naturally more introverted.
Right?
Is it possible to cultivate a rich mindset,
Yeah.
even if you're not a social butterfly?
That's a great question, Nicholas. Networking doesn't have to mean attending huge conferences
Right.
or being the most extroverted person in the room.
Okay.
It can be about finding your own tribe,
Yeah.
connecting with like-minded individuals in ways that feel authentic to you.
Right.
Maybe it's joining an online community, attending smaller workshops, or even just having meaningful conversations with people you admire.
So it's more about the quality of connections rather than the quantity.
Exactly.
But why is networking so crucial for developing a rich mindset?
Well, think about it. When you surround yourself with people who are driven, successful, and passionate about growth,
Yeah.
their energy and their mindset rub off on you.
Mm-hmm.
You learn from their experiences, their strategies, and their perspectives.
Right.
It expands your horizons and opens up new possibilities.
It's like that saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with.
Right.
If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, limiting beliefs, and a scarcity mindset,
Yeah,
it's going to be hard to break free from that.
exactly.
Right.
But when you surround yourself with people who are abundant, optimistic, and always striving for more,
Yeah.
it shifts your entire perspective.
Right.
You start to see what's possible.
Yeah.
And you're more likely to believe in your own potential.
So we've covered a lot of ground here, Amy.
We have.
We've talked about how a rich mindset views challenges investing,
Mm-hmm.
learning responsibility,
Mhm.
and even networking.
Right.
But for someone who might be listening and thinking, okay, I recognize some of these poor mindset patterns in myself.
Yep.
What's the first step towards making a shift?
That's the beauty of mindset work, Nicholas.
Yeah.
It's not fixed, it's fluid.
Yep.
You can absolutely change your thinking
Right?
and cultivate a richer, more abundant mindset.
Okay.
And the good news is
Yeah.
there are some practical steps you can start taking today.
Give us the goods, Amy.
All right.
What are some actionable takeaways our listeners can implement right away?
First and foremost, educate yourself about money.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to dive into personal finance books, podcasts,
Right.
or even online courses.
Yeah.
The more you understand about how money works,
Mhm.
the more empowered you become to manage it effectively,
Right.
to make it work for you.
Knowledge is power.
Right.
And it's so much easier to make smart decisions when you have a solid understanding of the fundamentals.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Next, take a close look at your current spending habits.
Okay.
Are you living beyond your means?
Right.
Are you prioritizing instant gratification over long-term goals? Start making small, sustainable changes to your spending patterns.
Okay.
And create a budget that aligns with your financial aspirations.
It doesn't have to be about deprivation.
No.
It's about making conscious choices that move you closer to your goals.
Right.
Right.
Precisely. It's about finding that sweet spot between enjoying your money today and investing in a secure future.
Right.
Now, this next tip is super important.
Right.
Start surrounding yourself with successful, like-minded individuals.
Okay.
Find mentors, join communities, attend events,
Mhm.
anything that exposes you to people who are already living the kind of life you want.
Right.
Their energy is contagious.
Yeah.
And their insights can be invaluable.
It's like having a whole team of cheerleaders in your corner,
Yeah.
pushing you to be your best and showing you what's possible.
Exactly.
And I imagine that also helps to shift those limiting beliefs that can hold us back.
You nailed it, Nicholas. And speaking of shifting beliefs, this next tip is all about adopting a growth mindset.
Okay.
Embrace challenges, see failures as learning opportunities, and believe in your ability to grow and evolve.
It's about embracing that I can figure it out attitude, right?
Yeah.
Believing that even if you don't have all the answers right now,
Right.
you have the capacity to learn and adapt.
Exactly. A growth mindset is essential for cultivating a rich mindset. It allows you to see possibilities where others might see limitations.
I love that.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up this part of our conversation,
Okay.
I want to emphasize a point that you made earlier.
Yeah.
Your mindset is not fixed.
It's not.
It's something you can cultivate and shift over time.
It's absolutely true. And it's never too late to start making those changes.
Right.
Even small shifts in your thinking and your habits
Yeah.
can have a profound impact on your financial future.
This has been so insightful, Amy.
It has.
I'm sure our listeners are already feeling inspired to start taking action.
Good.
But before we wrap up, there's one more crucial point we need to address. We've talked about the power of a rich mindset,
We have.
but how do we actually measure where we stand?
That's a great question.
How do we know which areas we need to focus on?
Well, that's where a little self-awareness comes in handy.
Right.
And lucky for us,
Yeah.
we have a fantastic tool that can help with that.
You're talking about the financial freedom test, right?
Exactly. We've created this free assessment
Okay.
to help you identify your current mindset, pinpoint areas for growth, and discover actionable steps to move forward.
I love that it's not just about identifying your mindset,
Right.
but actually giving you a roadmap for what to do next.
Exactly. It's all about empowering you to take control of your financial future.
Right.
And the best part is,
What's that?
it's completely free.
You can find the link to the financial freedom test right in the description box below.
That's right.
Take a few minutes to fill it out.
Yes.
It could be a real game changer.
It's a valuable investment in your financial well-being.
And speaking of investments,
Yes.
let's not forget about the incredible opportunity to hear these concepts straight from the source.
Oh, yes.
Robert Kiyosaki himself.
Robert Kiyosaki.
He'll be live at the National Achievers Congress in both South Africa and Singapore in 2025.
That's right.
It's an event you won't want to miss.
Absolutely not.
It's a chance to dive deeper into these ideas, connect with other like-minded individuals, and gain practical strategies for building lasting wealth.
That's right.
We've got all the details about the event in the description box below,
Be sure to check it out.
so be sure to check it out. As we wrap up this deep dive,
Okay.
I want to leave you with a thought-provoking question.
Right.
Which mindset will you choose for your financial future?
Will you embrace the challenges and opportunities that come with a rich mindset?
Yeah,
Or will you allow limiting beliefs and short-term thinking to hold you back?
it's really up to you.
The choice is ultimately yours. But remember, your mindset is the key that unlocks your financial potential.
Absolutely.
It's the foundation upon which you build your financial success.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive, everyone.
We hope you found it insightful and empowering.
We'll see you next time on the Success Resources channel.